Ladies and gentlemen, if there is one secret that separates successful people from everyone else, it is this: successful people are intensely goal-oriented. They think about their goals most of the time. They talk about them, plan for them, and work toward them every single day. Their lives are directed by a clear sense of purpose, like a powerful current carrying them toward the future they desire. On the other hand, people without goals drift. Imagine a ship on the ocean with no compass, no crew, no captain, and no destination. It might move with the wind and the waves, but it will never arrive anywhere meaningful. It will end up wherever the tide carries it, perhaps stranded, perhaps broken apart, perhaps lost forever. Sadly, this is how many people live their lives. But here's the good news: you don't have to live this way. By learning the secret of setting and achieving goals, you can take control of your future. You can become the captain of your own ship. You can create the life you've always wanted, no matter where you are starting from right now. I learned this truth at a time in my life when I was struggling deeply. I was young, broke, and working odd jobs just to survive. I remember sleeping on the floor of a tiny apartment, eating beans out of a can, because that's all I could afford. Life felt like a series of dead ends. And then one day, I asked a successful man what his secret was. He said to me, "Decide exactly what you want in life, write it down, and work on it every single day." It sounded too simple to be true, but out of desperation, I tried it. I wrote down one clear goal: to become successful in sales. At that time, I had no background, no education, and no experience, but I had one thing: a goal. And that one decision set me on a path that changed everything. So let's begin with the first principle. The power of goals lies in their ability to give direction to your life. You and I have been given the most extraordinary gift: the ability to choose our own future. Unlike animals who simply respond to instinct and environment, human beings can dream, plan, and create. And goals are the blueprint of creation. But clarity is the starting point. You must know exactly what you want. Most people think in vague terms. I want to be happy. I want to be rich. I want to be successful. But these are not goals, they are wishes. A true goal is specific. Imagine going into a restaurant and saying, "Bring me some food." The waiter would look at you confused. You must be specific. "Bring me a grilled chicken sandwich with no mayonnaise and a glass of water." Only then can the order be filled. Life is the same way. When you decide on a clear, specific goal, you activate your subconscious mind. This part of your brain acts like a powerful GPS system, constantly guiding you toward your destination, but you must give it an exact address. That's why writing down your goals is so powerful. Studies have shown that people who write their goals are far more likely to achieve them than those who don't. When you write something down, it moves from the abstract into the concrete. It tells your brain, "This is serious. This is real. This is what I want." And once it's written, review it every day. Think about it, visualize it, imagine yourself already achieving it. Your mind begins to filter reality differently. You start noticing opportunities that were invisible before. It's as though you've put on a new pair of glasses, and suddenly, the world looks different. But writing goals is not enough. They must be structured correctly. That's where the SMART formula comes in: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Instead of saying, "I want to be rich," say, "I will earn 100,000 a year by December 31st of next year." Instead of saying, "I want to be healthy," say, "I will weigh 75 kilograms by July 1st. Vague goals produce vague results. Precise goals produce precise results. Next, attach emotion to your goals. This is what I call the why factor. Why do you want this goal? Is it to provide for your family? To gain freedom? To make a difference in the world? Logic sets the goal, but emotion drives you toward it. The stronger the reason, the greater the determination. When your reasons are strong enough, you will overcome any obstacle, endure any hardship, and persist until you succeed. Break your goals down into steps. A big goal can feel overwhelming, but when you divide it into smaller pieces, it becomes manageable. Suppose you want to write a book. That might seem impossible, but what if you wrote 1 page a day? In a year, you would have 365 pages. That's a book. The key is daily action. Success is not one giant leap. It is a series of small, consistent steps taken over time. Visualization and affirmation are also critical. Top athletes use these techniques before every competition. They see themselves crossing the finish line. They hear the crowd cheering, and they feel the medal around their neck. And when the moment comes, their mind has already rehearsed success so many times that their body simply follows. You can do the same. Visualize your goals as though they are already achieved. Imagine living in your dream home, driving your dream car, enjoying your ideal lifestyle. Repeat affirmations such as, "I am confident, I am disciplined, I am successful." Over time, these thoughts become beliefs and beliefs become reality. But make no mistake, discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Every day, you must do something that moves you forward. Sometimes you won't feel like it. That's normal, but champions don't wait for motivation. They act regardless of how they feel. Every act of discipline strengthens your character, builds momentum, and brings you closer to your goals. Of course, the path will not always be smooth. Obstacles are inevitable. But remember this, every obstacle contains within it the seed of equal or greater opportunity. I once set a goal to grow a business, only to watch it collapse due to poor planning. At first, I felt defeated, but that failure taught me lessons that became the foundation of future successes. Failure is not the end. It is feedback. It tells you what doesn't work so you can adjust and try again. The final and most important step is action. All the clarity, writing, planning, and visualizing in the world mean nothing without action. You don't have to know the whole path. You don't have to wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are, with what you have, and take the first step. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. So, here is my challenge to you. Today, before you go to bed, write down 10 goals you want to achieve in the next year. Pick the one that excites you the most. Write it on a card, and carry that card with you. Read it every morning and every night. Take at least one step toward it every day. Do this, and I promise you, within weeks, you will feel your life begin to change. Because the secret of success is not luck, it is not chance, it is not waiting for the right time. The secret is goals, clear, written, emotionally charged goals, pursued with daily discipline and relentless action. Your future is waiting. The only question is, will you design it, or will you drift? Thank you.